As you can notice, this pavement here is wore out.
This is just an example of what we're talking about, the 18-wheeler traffic coming through Three Rivers where they're not supposed to be.
Yes, we have been left on our own. We were trying to ask for help. We've got no help so far.
City officials here in Three Rivers say some 23,000 vehicles travel up and down the roadways here, literally beating down the city streets. The Texas Transportation Institute out of A&M College Station estimated that the state would have to come up with $5 billion a year to take care of the Eagle Ford Shale roadways and the resulting traffic problems seen here in Three Rivers and other areas.
Any money coming in because of the Eagle Ford Shale, on the state level coming down to us. We always hear that there's money that's going to be available for that, but as yet we haven't seen it.
Our district TxDOT office says our highway department splits that money with the Eagle Ford Shale counties. But the cities say the money's not being funneled down to them for city street use. Three Rivers officials say they can't afford to continue to try to keep up with all the needed repairs as big rigs roll through town using side streets as cut-throughs. Pavement, curbs, and utilities are being damaged.
We get a lot of complaints from people that live here, especially the potholes, because of all this traffic that's going back and forth.
Traffic that also is causing a lot more serious accidents here.
Prior to the Eagle Ford hitting, that we were working around 1 crash a month. That has increased to 3 to 5 crashes per week, and the majority of those crashes are injury crashes.
Improving the safety of those highways jam-packed with oil field trucks is a top priority for TxDOT.
We focus a lot on the areas that are being drilled in and the growth and the prosperity in those areas.
Paving crews are still working along Highway 72 between Kennedy and Three Rivers as the state is rebuilding the roadway. Passing lanes are being added, and the pavement along this highway was made thicker to handle all the big trucks. TxDOT says it spent tens of millions of dollars to repair highways in Live Oak, Bee, and Karnes County, an expense that will continue well into the future.
A lot more traffic, a lot more truck traffic, 18-wheelers. They start getting on these back roads and they really do some damage.
Sergeant Robert Meekin says the streets in George West are suffering because of all the heavy truck traffic.
You can see what happens.
He showed us one example of a huge pothole that had formed from those trucks taking wide turns on streets like Houston.
The truckers need to use common sense. They know that the roadway can't take it.
Bee County doesn't have nearly the traffic Live Oak has seen, but here near Pawnee, there's quite a bit of oil activity. The county commissioner for this area says the oil field companies themselves have been footing the bill for damage their trucks have caused.
We've initiated a good neighbor policy with the oil companies. If they mess it up, they fix it, and it's worked very, very well.
But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The people still struggling to drive the Eagle Ford Shale streets will have to keep fixing the potholes on their roads until city governments can get some kind of financial relief to help pave the road for a much smoother ride. Michael Gibson, 3 News.